Hello, stranger. It seems so good to see you back again. How long have it been? It seems like a mighty long time. Shut up.
Hello, Maggie. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
And young Sam?
He's wonderful. I'm here by special request.
Ah, yes. Alf, Maggie's brought someone to see you.
Oh, hello. Well. How's he doing?
He's doing nicely, thanks, Al.
Oh, he's grand. Keeping you up, is he?
Oh, a couple of times a night. Nothing too much.
So don't go giving him nightmares, Alf.
What do you know about babies?
Plenty. I was one.
Actually, Phil's been very good with him.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So smiles when I'm around.
Meeting of minds, perhaps?
Ah, all is revealed.
Sorry, Sergeant. I'm on my way.
No, Miss Bolton, there's no rush. We like to liaise with the younger generation. Ah, yes. When they're this age, you could just eat them up, couldn't you? And by the time they're 16, we sometimes wish you had.
It's me. Don't shout.
What are you doing here? You scared the life out of me. What are you doing here, Terry?
I've come to see you.
After 2 years' silence.
Couldn't be helped. I got posted.
Where to?
It don't matter. Couldn't expect you to wait for me, could I? Anyone inside?
Yeah, why?
Here's another kiss.
What are you up to, Terry?
I've gone AWOL.
Deserted?
It's only temporary, like. While dust settles.
Settles on what?
It's a long story, love.
So you decided to look me up?
I don't know what kept me.
Private Terry Noble went absent without leave after an incident at Catterick. Military police want us to keep our eyes open.
What's he supposed to have done, Sarge?
Barrack room fight over a card game. Pulled a knife. The other soldier's in hospital in a bad way.
So, why do they think he'll come here, then?
He's supposed to have family connections around here. The military think it's a long shot. He's more likely to try and find his way home to Nottingham. But ask around anyway.
No need to hang your nose over that. I've packed some bits and pieces for you to take back.
What's that for?
For good service, Claude, with my thanks.
I didn't have to do that, Roger. Right, I'm glad you did.
If you keep supplying me with fresh food of this quality, I can't fail. The chef's only as good as his raw materials.
What, even one that's trained at the Savoy Hotel?
Especially one trained there. Only the best was good enough in London.
You'll have to put me in touch with him, then.
Not likely. You're mine, Claude. London's loss is Whitby's gain. See ya.
Ta-ra, mate. Where are you, son? Good. Hey, he's not a bad lad, that, Roger.
Oh, is he? When I first went in there, he weren't half shouting at them lads in the kitchen.
Ah, well, chefs do that, you know.
Oh, but he were using swear words I've never even heard.
If you've never even heard them, how do you know there were swear words?
No, because my dad used to use them and my mum told us not to listen.
I sometimes find it very difficult to understand your logic, David. Here, make yourself useful.
No. How about you, Oscar?
Well, who is it?
Well, he's a deserter from Catterick.
Well, don't waste your time. They generally find their own way back to camp. As soon as their mummy has kissed them better.
Well, apparently this one's a bit of a hard man.
Hard? Today's soldier? Give over, this man will tell you.
Mr. Clifford.
Colonel Clifford, Military Cross.
It was a long time ago.
You know, this man here is one of the few not to surrender to the Japs when they overran Malaya. He went into the jungle and fought as a guerrilla for 3 years.
Well, I put a sick note in for most of it, Oscar.
But you don't get medals for lying on your back. Do you, Hal?
Well, what do you think?
Not sure. Can I have another one?
You've already had 3.
I'm educating my palate.
Educating you? He must have learnt what it likes by now.
What are you up to, Claude?
Spreading a few bits of happiness as usual.
Something smells good. What have you got?
Cooking samples from that chef I told you about.
Mmm. That's gorgeous. What's this?
Don't ask me. It's either a French version of a Scotch egg or a Scottish version of a Welsh rabbit. It's certainly not English.
I'll pass it round.
Excuse me. We've made a right rick here. I should be charging.
Mr. Clifford.
Sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bowles.
Come in. What's happened?
My car collided with this young man's bike. He's got some cuts and problem with his arm, I think.
Let's just take a look at it. Can you grip my hand?
Hospital?
I think so, yes. I'm afraid I can't.
No problem. I'll whip him in now. I'd have taken him straight there, but I thought he might need running repairs.
I'll put it in a temporary sling. I'm afraid you'll have to report it to the police.
Yes, of course.
I was getting worried.
Oh, I'll be up in a sec.
Who are you with? You didn't say.
A friend.
That's it. Well, safely under the limit. So, tell me, how did it happen?
I wish I knew. It was pitch black, an oncoming car. I just didn't see him.
Well, did he have a rear light?
Possibly not. I can't tell either way.
You mentioned a witness.
Yes, a man walking his dog. Yes, he gave me his name and address.
Thanks.
What now?
Well, it depends on what the boy and the witness have to say, but if the cycle had no rear light, that could go in your favour.
And if it had?
Well, I think you should talk to a solicitor.
Morning, Oscar.
Oh, hello, Maggie. Good to see you out and about. And how's the little fella?
He's fine.
Hey, he's a bonny lad. And how about you? Are you managing?
Just about. Oh, I'm so used to telling other new mothers what to do. Now I'm full of admiration for them.
Well, you're not rushing back to work, I hope.
Oh, to be honest, Oscar, I haven't even had time to think about it. This is my full-time job for now.
Ah, morning, my lord. How are you today, sir?
In a bit of a muck sweat. Patricia's birthday today completely skipped my mind.
Oh, dear.
Severe reprimands, possibly reprisals in prospect. So I thought I'd better dash off a quick telegram. This a new sprog? So good.
40 years a driver. Any accidents in that time?
No.
Now, the witness says that the road was too narrow for the oncoming car, your own vehicle and the cycle.
If I'd seen him, naturally, I'd have waited to overtake.
So you didn't see him despite the cyclist's lights being in good working order?
No, I suppose I must have been blinded by the oncoming headlights.
Right.
Well, I hope it does the trick, sir.
Obliged to you.
Before you go, my lord, I wonder if I could ask you a favour.
Of course.
Well, I need some advice on a financial matter.
The charge is one of driving without reasonable consideration.
And the penalty?
Well, for a first offence, it ranges from a fine at the lower end to an endorsement of your licence or even a driving ban.
A ban?
Are you reliant on your car?
Well, I do live some way from a bus route. It would certainly be a blow.
I'll do everything I can, Mr. Clifford.
Thank you.
Oh.
They're warrants. How'd you come by them?
Well, I inherited them from an aunt. I mean, she died more or less penniless. I never gave them a thought. Until the other day, I saw the name of the company in the paper. Warrants, you say?
Yes.
Like a share certificate?
Not exactly, but they give you the right to buy shares at a stated price.
Well, is that good?
Well, I think in this case it's very good. Very good indeed.
Oh, there's Lord Ashfordly's motor.
Well, running his own errands makes you wonder what the world's coming to. He'll be bathing himself next 8 and make sure there's a sheet over them birds.
I'll check all that with my broker, but I don't think I'm too wide of the mark.
Well, I'm very grateful, my lord. Thank you.
Not at all. Morning, Greengrass.
Oh, morning, my lord.
I hear you've become a middleman for a cordon bleu restaurant in Whitby.
Never the middleman, my lord. Top man on note.
I see. Well, give me the address sometime. Blaketon, too. He just might be looking for somewhere to have a celebration meal.
What was that all about?
Oh, just a bit of business that we had to discuss.
What sort of business?
The private sort. Suffice to say, Greengrass, that my days of doling out your pension might very soon be over.
What, you mean you're going to sell up?
What do you think?
I think I'd better find you a buyer before you change your mind.
I hope you haven't come to see Constable Bradley.
Yes, why?
Well, he's very busy. He's left strict instructions that he's not to be disturbed.
Hop it, Alf.
Certainly.
Hi there.
Hi. Mr. Clifford came to see me today. He said I'd been highly recommended.
What are my bills in the post?
He's due to go abroad for 2 months to visit his daughter and wondered if his case could be heard before he goes.
Is he pleading guilty?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have a word with Craddock. I can't see why we shouldn't hurry this along.
Thanks. I'll tell him.
He's a very nice man.
Yes, he is.
It's a shame, really. But I'm sure you'll charm the socks off the magistrates.
Well, I think he's quite capable of doing that himself.
Oh, yeah? It's old-style gallantry's got to you, has it?
You think I'm susceptible?
The moment he takes his uniform out of mothballs, I want to know about it.
Oh.
Oh, do you mind? I've already eaten.
Sorry, couldn't help myself. What else you brought?
Enough for a couple of days.
Couple?
Well, till you get back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this fight you were in, how bad was it?
Barrack room bust up. Happens all the time.
So you'll be going back then, like you said.
Yeah. Depending.
What do you mean?
Well, I could do some cash, Gina.
What, for the fair?
No, a bit more than that.
Well, how much more?
30 quid.
30?
Well, 20 would help me straighten things out. And then I could come back and see you properly. I've been such an idiot, haven't I? It's Terry Noble. Have you got me on a boat yet? How much? How much? No, wait. I'll get it from somewhere. Just fix it. Fix it.
After the accident, my client accepted responsibility immediately, taking the injured boy to hospital before finally presenting himself to the police. As you have heard, Colonel Clifford served his country with outstanding courage, and I urge you to give him your most sympathetic consideration.
Very nice.
It's better than having one in the bush, isn't it? Yeah, just take what you want and let me have what you don't.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, I know this business, Claude, but I really appreciate your efforts.
You're not a bad judge.
If there's anything I can do in return, you've only got to say.
Well, there is. You haven't got any more of them, them samples you let me have.
Samples?
You know, them...
no, sorry.
Bit of a shame, that, because they went potty for them at the pub.
Good.
Well, what I was thinking was, now they got used to something a bit exotic, I might be able to talk them into having a proper do.
How do you mean?
Sit-down affair, you know, knives and forks and that.
A gourmet evening?
If you say so. But let's face it, the pub won't mind. They'll sell more drink, won't they? And what I was thinking was, I'll get the produce, you do the cooking, we'll split the profits. 60-40.
I'm sorry. I should have warned you that might happen.
So, how'd it go?
A modest fine,
Good.
plus a requirement to pass a driving test.
Sting in the tail, as your sergeant so kindly pointed out when I began, there was no such thing. I'll phone the test centre and see if I can get it organised now.
There's no need to rush.
Can't keep asking people to sit in the car with me, L plates back and front. I'd feel ridiculous.
In 40 years, anybody can pick up a lot of bad habits, Mr. Clifford.
Have you read the Highway Code lately?
No, but I can cram, can't I?
I tell you what, I've got to go to York later to serve some papers. Why don't you give me a lift?
So you can pinpoint my weaknesses?
Well, assuming that you have any, of course.
Yes, well, she's found one already, Constable. I'd be delighted. I'll be back as soon as I've fixed a test date.
You've just made his day.
It's not that bad, is it?
What did Lord Ashfordly's estate manager say when you went to see him about the repairs?
Oh, nothing. He wasn't there.
I thought you said you'd seen him.
No, I left him a note.
You were a long time gone, just to leave a note. Gina.
What?
Some things are missing from the kitchen.
Are you spying on me now?
Have you got something to hide?
No.
In you go.
Left here. Hand signals, please.
Friend or foe?
You always like this.
No. Sometimes I can be a bit rough. Soap?
Look, I won't be coming again, Terry. My Auntie Mary knows something's going on.
What did you bring?
Enough for the journey back to Catterick. And this.
A tenner?
That's all I can manage.
What sort of a pub are you running?
Look, take it or leave it.
I came here for you.
Oh, don't give me that.
I thought I could rely on you.
Look, I've done all I can.
I need more time.
Fine. Please yourself, Terry. But from now on, count me out.
It's Gina. I'm dead meat if I go back now. Just another day. 2 at the most. Don't let me down now.
Sorry. Took a bit longer than I thought.
No hurry.
If I came into money, what would I do?
Yes.
Why'd you ask?
Oh, just curious.
I'd pay off the outstanding balance on the telly.
Oh, come on, I'm serious. What about cars, holidays?
Oh, no. If you want my opinion, Oscar, if you've got money, you can't do better than bricks and mortar.
I think perhaps you should slow down a touch.
Did I miss the restricted sign?
No, but the road is rather windy. Watch out!
Not bad.
There was a dog, didn't you see it?
We haven't got a table to sit 12, Claude.
Why can't you stick a few little ones together?
Have we got a tablecloth that big, Gina?
Oh, stop fussing. I'll show you what we'll do, Claude.
Before you disappear, Claude, my invitation to this too got lost in the post, has it?
Oh, yeah. Probably along with news of your knighthood.
You've invited Jackie, but not Mike.
It's a very exclusive party, Mary. No coppers are allowed. Past or present.
But solicitors are all right, are they?
Oh, yeah, well, you never know when you might need one.
Never a true word said, Claude.
Don't come that tone of voice with me, young Michael.
Claude?
Same again, Oscar.
Yeah, please, Mary. Gina seems a bit on edge.
That makes 2 of us.
Oh,
I was awake all night last night listening to water dripping through the roof.
is that right?
We've loads of repairs need doing, but Gina would rather patch things up than talk to Lord Ashfordly face to face.
Well, the laird can be a bit prickly sometimes. Look, I'm seeing him myself tomorrow. So if Gina would like to make out a list, I'll see he gets it.
Thank you, Oscar.
Oh, hi there.
Hi. Sorry I'm a bit late.
That's all right. You all right?
Oh, no, not really. I've just had a terrible journey back from York with Hal Clifford.
Terrible. Why?
Well, it's very strange. I mean, his driving was absolutely fine on the way there.
Well, perhaps he was just overtired.
Well, possibly.
Well, look, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure if there was anything seriously wrong, the examiner would find it out.
Yeah.
Drink?
Gina, it's me. Look, don't put the phone down, Gina.
You're not getting any more money, Terry, and that's final.
Gina! Cow!
Sweets for my sweet, sugar for my honey. Your first sweet kiss thrills me so. Sweets for my sweet, sugar for my honey. I'll never ever let you go. If you want to play stardust and so brightly, to match the stardust in your eyes. Sweet sugar for
Morning, men.
Sarge?
Hello, Oscar. What can we do for you?
Something above and beyond the call of duty.
Do we look like the crew of the Whitby lifeboat?
You underrate yourself, Alf, you know that.
I don't think so.
Talking of the Whitby lifeboat, Sarge, Alf reckons you might have come into some money.
Does he? Been having a bit of a gossip, have we?
Oh, it was just passing aside.
It's true, then.
That's my business. I can tell you this, though. In the strictest confidence, of course.
Of course. Of course.
Of course.
I'm selling up at the post office. So if you lot have got nothing better to do tonight, I'm having a leaving do at the pub. 8 o'clock.
Good on you, Sarge.
You know, just some drinks, sandwiches.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Sarge.
Coppers only do. No riffraff.
Does that mean that you'll be asking Sergeant Craddock?
Oh, aye, Ventris. I'll ask Sergeant Craddock to cover for you lot, so you can come and enjoy yourselves. See you.
To be with you in the daytime. Girl, I want to be with you all of the time. The only time I feel alright is by your side. Girl, I want to be with you all of the time, all day and all of the night. All day and all of the night. All day and all of the night. I believe that you and me last forever. Oh yeah, all day and night I'm yours, leave me never.
Passed.
Congratulations.
That's the good news.
I'll be coming by car. No, I ain't nicked it yet. You'll get your money. Just make sure I'm on that boat.
No plates. Well done, sir.
Thank you, Constable. Unfortunately, there is a catch.
Oh, what's the problem?
Mr. Clifford went to see the optician. He's been diagnosed with cataracts.
Practically night blind, Constable. That's why I didn't see the boy.
I see. So you're restricted to daylight manoeuvres only then, Colonel?
I'm afraid so. Otherwise, even your delightful friend here won't be able to argue my case.
Yes. When? All right. Sarge. Right, I'll tell him straight away.
No problem.
Terry Noble, the deserter from Catterick, the man he attacked, has died.
You'll pop in for a drink before you go?
No, thank you. I better not.
Oh.
Goodbye.
What's got in for you then, eh? What is it? Eh? What is it? Eh? What's the matter? That's right. Oh. That's right.
Noble's been seen in the area, so the military police have asked us to redouble our efforts. Take care. When he finds out his victim has died, who knows what he'll do.
But strong. Thick enough to trot a mouse on. Do they still say that?
Who's the skirt?
Skirt? My solicitor.
She won't be coming back.
Sadly not. How long are you staying?
You'll know when I'm gone.
Isn't this all a bit extreme?
You know what's waiting for me.
Rough justice. Even if you're right, punch-up doesn't amount to much.
Things have changed since your day.
Yes, I've no doubt they have.
I mean, you weren't banged up in a camp for months on end. You had a war to fight.
The reality is gruesome, I assure you. Killing people is not that pleasurable.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trained for. Not polishing regimental silver.
I've just finished.
Thanks, Mary. Oh, if you're going past the post office, could you do me a favour?
Yes, what is it?
Pop in and warn Oscar we might be a bit late to his drinks too. Craddock's put us on standby to search for the soldier who went AWOL.
Is he still missing?
Yeah, and it's turned a bit nasty. The man he attacked has died.
So do you want candles?
Candles?
For the tables, Claude?
Are they extra?
You still here, Claude?
I'm just checking that everything's all right, that's all.
I thought a party with no cooking would be a doddle, but I was wrong. I mean, Oscar hasn't made all this fuss.
Blaketon, what's he got to do with it?
Well, he's having a little do in the other bar.
When?
When you're having yours in here.
You what?
Constabulary only.
Free world, Claude.
Sour grapes, more like. Well, I tell you something. He can invite every copper in the North Riding and it still won't put a damper on my do.
Relax, Claude. Every copper in the North Riding's looking for the deserter from Catterick. Mike's just told me the soldier he attacked has died.
Oh, Mike.
Gina, what is it?
Right, Bellamy, Wentworth, you follow me. You four on the back.
Still warm.
How long since it was burning?
This morning, I reckon.
He's gone then. He could be coming back. I'll detail someone to stay here.
Why do you keep the gun?
I can't remember. To guard against intruders, perhaps?
Doesn't scare you, does it?
On the contrary. When a man forgets the taste of fear, he gets careless.
How long did you spend in the jungle?
3 years.
Doing what?
Surviving. Trying to do the Japs some damage.
Kind of damage?
Blowing up railway lines, truck convoys.
They come after you?
Through the jungle at night. No point. They just killed any of the locals who might be feeding us.
I'd fight to you, Jap. The kind to make you stand up and be counted.
I'm afraid whenever I was in danger of meeting one, I'd dress up in a sarong and black up my face like a Tamil. Better still, if you could smell like a local, the dogs would never bark.
Get rid of him. Make a mistake, and I shoot the dog first.
Sorry to disturb you, sir.
Not at all. How can I help?
We're looking for this man. Went AWOL from Catterick Barracks some days ago.
Soldier, eh?
Yes, sir. Well, we've had information that he's been hiding out nearby.
Rather unusual to conduct house-to-house inquiries for an army deserter, isn't it?
It's more serious than that, sir. It's a murder inquiry.
Oh, I see.
Have you seen him?
No.
Right. Well, thank you. If you do see anything, then give us a call.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Sorry, I rather let you in for it.
Nice little kip.
What's she doing this for? You ain't a wanted for Leggany from Catterick. Now, how would you like a matching thick ear?
He heard you.
You see sense, eh? You give yourself up. At least then you could argue it was an accident. Belt up! Here's the menu. Crepes au fromage, pheasant à la crème, rabbit blanquet and gâteau Saint-Honneur. What do you think?
Oh. Well, I don't really know. I've never eaten in a foreign language before. Which one goes down first?
How do you mean?
Well, like first course and second course. I don't want to get them mixed up.
Let me check my radio.
He's right. They'll be missing him.
How tall are you?
Why?
5'10", 11.
Risky.
Dressed like a Tamil.
It's a Tamil, certainly, but not in uniform.
Whose side are you on?
My war finished in 45, Constable. I don't take sides anymore.
This bloke killed a man.
We train soldiers to be aggressive and then expect them to put the lid on it. Is it any wonder they snap?
That car of yours, well-known roundabouts.
Dare say.
And the hat. Bit of a trademark.
You're wasting your time. We're checking everything that moves.
Shut up! Just shut up! It was a cheating tow rag. But I never meant to kill him.
I know that, Private.
Keys. Cheers. I've got to go.
Now?
Why not?
It'll be dark in an hour.
You go down for this?
Don't get stood down soon. Will Miss Oscars do? You have a word with him. He listens to you.
I would have thought the MPs would have taken over by now, Sarge.
We're sweeping the outlying farms.
Well, something more we can do.
Oh, well, if you're at such a loose end, Venturers, perhaps you'd like to find out where Bellamy's got his feet put up.
What the heck's he up to?
It's a bit early to light the candles, and they won't last the night.
Oh, which is more than I can say for the wine, Claude.
What are you on about?
One bottle between 12.
All right. Open another.
Well, this is splendid, Mary. Thanks.
Will that be enough?
Oh, I think so. Probably need some more of this, though.
In the fridge. By the way, did you manage to give Gina's letter to Lord Ashfordly?
Oh, I handed it to him myself. You were right. He's concentrating all his time and his money on his properties outside Aidensfield.
That was pretty obvious, Oscar.
But the good news is all your repairs will be done ASAP.
How come?
Well, if you get Gina over here, I'll tell you exactly what Lord Ashfordly has agreed to do.
Sorry, Sarge.
I've spoken with PC Bradley. They're heading east. The suspect is armed. Repeat, armed.
Yeah, all right, Roger. No, fine. Thanks very much. Yeah. It's funny. He said David left there about an hour ago.
Well, maybe you two should make the most of it.
What are you on about?
Well, you've got the guests and no food, and Oscar's got the food and no guests.
He got more chance of knitting fog. I'd rather buy him a packet of crisps each.
I wouldn't put that to the vote, Claude.
Still no sign of meals on wheels, Greengrass?
Still drinking to absent, friends, are you?
Perhaps the frog's legs have done a runner.
Oh, that's very good, very good. Not like you to be funny.
How did you know? Just call it a shot in the dark.
What the...
How are you going to save that, Claude?
With difficulty, I should think.
Well, if you don't give them something soon, there'll be a lynching.
Get me a rope, I'll save him the bother. Won't I, David?
Well, better late, I suppose.
Sorry, Oscar.
What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry, Oscar. It's a long story involving an armed murderer.
Hostage taking.
And a high-speed car chase.
Oh, I see. Sergeant Craddock kept you in detention, did he?
Yeah, well, something like that.
All right, lads. Grab yourselves a glass.
Thanks, Oscar. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just have your attention just for a moment. I'm afraid there's been a slight hiatus in the gourmet evening, but you won't be disappointed because what we've decided to do is we're going to supply you with a traditional Yorkshire delicacy, which is poisson avec pomme de terre frites.
Fish and chips.
So anyway, there we are. There's David and Gina with it all. All I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, is bon appetit.
Is there any pudding?
But ask David. He's wearing most of it.
Claude, if you want my advice, put some more bottles on the table. Trust me.
Where are you going?
I'm going to share some of this with Mike.
Right, but I don't want you bringing any of them coppers back in here. I'm allergic.
Formidable.
So what's Oscar going to do?
I don't know. But he'd be a fool to leave Aidensville. I mean, come on, where else in Yorkshire could you find cuisine like this on your doorstep, eh?
So are you still happy to stay?
Well, you know I am. And you?
Ditto.
you doing here, Blaketon? This is a private party.
I've just come in to commiserate. I understand your gourmet evening has degenerated into a fish and chip supper.
Yeah, all right, all right. Why don't you go back and enjoy what must be the event of the year as far as I'm concerned, the celebration of your leaving.
But I'm celebrating somewhere else. My arrival.
Your arrival? Where?
Here. Didn't Gina tell you?
Tell me what?
I'm stopping here. You're looking at the new living owner of the Aidensfield Arms.